everyone, my name is Monica Avalos, and I will be giving you a brief synopsis of what happened throughout my observation hours for this class. Now, I observed at two different schools. The first one was Lincoln Park High School, and the other was Roe Clark Math and Science Academy. Lincoln Park High School is located on Orchard and Armitage. This area is also known as the Lincoln Park area. The school serves 9th to 12th graders and serves a population of 2,228 students. As far as ethnicity, it serves a diverse community of students. It is a college preparatory school, and they do have a foreign language department that teaches French, German, Arabic, and Spanish. The second school was Roe Clark Math and Science Academy, which is located on Chicago and Lawndale in the west side of Chicago. This area is also known as the Humboldt Park area. The school also serves 9th through 12th graders and serves a population of about 300 students. It is much smaller in comparison to Lincoln Park and serves a predominantly African American community. It is also a college preparatory school, and the only foreign language that they offer is Spanish. I observed both Spanish teachers at both schools. At Lincoln Park, I observed La Maestra Colon. She taught AP Spanish, Spanish Honors, and Spanish 1 and 2. The classes met every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and met for 51 minutes, and Tuesday and Thursday for 43 minutes. The largest class size she taught was 31 students, and the smallest class size was 16. As far as the classroom, it was very large and did not have many Spanish signs. It had just the backboards that had Spanish words that students can refer to. There were many posters around, but the ones that were around the room represented a Spanish-speaking country. There were also the back chalkboard that was a collage that her graduated students did last year that represented all the Spanish-speaking countries. Again, referring to the diversity that La Maestra Colon likes to emphasize in her teachings. In the beginning, there was not much artwork until later on I had gone to visit, and she had more artwork that the students made. Overall, having a great learning environment. Miss Arce, also known as La Señorita Arce, also taught Spanish 1 and 2, except her students were on a block schedule, so her students met every other day. Monday to Thursday, they would meet for 70 minutes, and Fridays for 45. The largest class size she served was 21 students, and the smallest class size was 13 students. As far as the classroom, it was very small in comparison to La Maestra Colon. She did have her classroom labeled with many Spanish signs like reloj for clock, light for luz, and she had the Spanish alphabet around the classroom. She also had different flags from different Spanish-speaking countries. She had Spanish sayings, Spanish pictures that represented different parts of the Spanish-speaking countries. She also had the classroom, a layout for the class to know what they were going to do that day. As far as the classroom environments in regards to how both teachers teach, La Maestra Colon put much emphasis in focusing more on performance tasks rather than grammar tasks. This means students are given material that focus more on using the language as far as conversating rather than giving tests and having students focus on the grammatical rules. The reason is Ms. Colon wants her students to communicate the language. She believes that it is the goal for her students to conversate and be understood by other Spanish speakers. As far as culture, she would introduce the students with a variety of facts about different topics, such as the linguistic variance in dialect from various countries. For example, she would say a word in the Spaniard dialect and then let the class know how the Argentinians would say it as well. This would then expand on the topic on how different Spanish countries have different dialects. While I was observing, they would also have different topics on the glossia, language death with indigenous languages, and expand this topic on what other factors happen when two languages, two cultures, and two different communities merge together. Many of these topics came from the book that she used to teach, which includes topics that deal with politics, culture, racism, and etc. Hence, going beyond the normal teachings of culture. She also would have discussion topics in which she would have her students discuss these topics in Spanish, for the same reason that she wanted her students to formulate their thoughts more in academic conversations, especially with the students in AP. Overall, Ms. Colon wanted her students to not only focus on the traditions like the Dia de los Muertos, but incorporate the social perspectives with the culture at hand and have the students relate to it. For example, her field trip to the Mexican Museum of Art to see El Dia de los Muertos exhibit went beyond just visiting the museum. She had her students visit the community, the artwork, the murals in Pilsen neighborhood, and see the bakery that has been in Pilsen for so many years, so that the students grasp the mentality of that specific community and understand more than just the Day of the Dead. End of part 1.
created using Powtoon.